Alright, what's up everybody? Today we are working on the E90 335i. We're going to start with the engine bay detail. So the engine bay is pretty beat up. I'll show you guys. So super dusty, super dirty. These filters are trash, so we're going to replace those. And we're going to get this all cleaned up. So I've done this process before on my F10, but basically we're going to rinse it down with a pressure washer. Then we're going to hit it with all-purpose cleaner on the foam cannon. And then while it's still wet, we're going to coat it in Meguiar's hyper dressing. And so then once that dries, we can put on the new filter, wipe down the excess, and we should have a factory finish after that. The all-purpose cleaner, we're going to be diluting 2-to-1, and the hyper dressing, we're going to be diluting 4-to-1 with water. So that should give you about a matte finish. That way it's not all greasy and shiny, but it looks deep black, and the plastics look good. So we'll get this backed out and get started. So first things first, we're going to rinse this down. All right, now that I have it rinsed down, I'm going to coat it with the all-purpose cleaner. And then now I'm just going to use a detail brush to work the all-purpose cleaner in. Alright, I've gone over it pretty well with a brush, so now I'm going to rinse it off. Make sure you get any all-purpose cleaner off the paint as well, because you don't want it to dry and spot. Alright, so now that it's rinsed off, even though it's still wet, we're going to coat it with the Meguiar's hyper dressing. Alright, so we're going to end up replacing this. If you don't plan to replace this, you should probably take it off before you spray it down, because once it gets waterlogged, it'll sag like this, and then even when it dries, you won't be able to put it back up. So, but now we just let this dry. So we're going to come back in a few hours when this is all dry. I'm going to change the filters, and then I'm going to wipe down the excess, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like when it is pretty much dry. So you can see there's some excess here, which is causing it to be really shiny. So what I'm going to do is what I call leveling it. So I'm just going to take a cloth and wipe it down and get it all to the same sheen. So now that I've got most of it leveled, what I'm going to do now is take out these old junky filters and replace them with new. So I've got both off, now I'm going to put the new ones on. So you can definitely clean these filters, but I think these were, too far gone. These obviously look 100 times better, so very happy with that. I think now we've, kind of completed the engine bay. So here's the finished product. Looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but it'll get it done. I think the filters make the biggest difference, plus getting all the dust off of the main areas that you see just makes a big difference for the look of the engine bay, which for me is very important. So next up on this, we are going to replace the insulation under the hood. I've found some tires that will fit the back, so we'll get matching rims. I've got new emblems going on the car, and then we'll detail the interior and diagnose what's going on with the check engine light. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. I'm just really trying to show you no love. Say you tired and you need a new love.